There's two things that are happening here. Either somebody messed up in paperwork or in communication or in some form of getting this fight together, misspoke to one of these guys, or Floyd Mayweather is trying to scam Netflix.
At the end of the day, I'm the smart one. Because I don't care if you write good about me, you write bad about me, just keep writing about me.
I want a real fight. So he signed what I signed. He signed a real fight, and I signed a real fight. And he got his advance. So there's no reason to make excuses of that.
A major situation is developing in boxing involving Floyd Mayweather and a possible rematch with Manny Pacquiao. According to reports, there may be a disagreement over the terms of the fight, especially after comments Floyd made in public. The fight was previously announced as a professional bout, with a planned date of September 19 and a venue in Las Vegas. However, things became unclear when Floyd suggested in an interview that the location and nature of the fight might still be under discussion.
So right now, we don't know exactly where the fight is going to be at. We don't know the location of the fight. The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about. So we don't know if it's 100% going to be there. And this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
Okay.
Floyd also mentioned that the fight could be treated as an exhibition instead of a professional match. This created confusion because earlier announcements described it as an official bout. According to some reports, this difference in statements may have caused concerns about the agreement. Manny Pacquiao's team responded publicly, saying that the contract terms were clear from the beginning.
Oh, this is what Pacquiao manager said. If he's scared of Manny and does not want to put the record on the line in a professional boxing match, not only should he have never executed these agreements, but he should have just come right out and said because Manny ain't scared.
Reports suggest that multiple agreements were signed over several months, all describing the fight as a professional event. It is also claimed that advance payments were made as part of these agreements. Some sources say that changing the terms after signing could create legal complications, although no final decision has been confirmed.
So, yeah, there's a disagreement in terms of whether this is a real fight or an exhibition, but really that's really falling on the side of Mayweather, since apparently he already signed the contracts, the deal was already done, he took some advances apparently, on the actual agreed upon terms of the contract.
Some boxing insiders believe that situations like this have happened before in big negotiations, where details change over time. They point out that major fights often take a long time to finalize because of business and promotional factors.
So what does this mean, and what's like a potential outcome for this case that's coming up? Well, the lawsuit could have some pretty serious implications, not only for Floyd's legacy, but also for how networks and advisors handle fighter compensations.
This situation is getting extra attention because a large media company is reportedly involved in the event. Big organizations usually have strict contracts and legal teams to manage these kinds of agreements, which could make the situation more serious if there is a dispute.
He wants an exhibition with me, but I disagree, and I want to fight with exhibition with him. I want to fight a real fight like this. So this is it.
According to reports, the contract may include financial penalties if either side does not follow the agreed terms. While exact figures are not officially confirmed, some sources suggest that the penalties could be very large. These details are still based on claims and have not been fully verified publicly.
You know, the price ranges from 8 figures all the way to 9 figures that I'm able to get for exhibitions. And so why would I go out there and risk, fighting a top fighter when I can get the same amount of money for 3 rounds with whoever?
Manny Pacquiao also spoke briefly about the situation, saying that agreements were already made and should be respected. He emphasized that the fight was intended to be a professional match rather than an exhibition.
I think he's saying that he feels it's an exhibition and not a real fight.
Is that what's his feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure.
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight. Okay. Yeah, because I know he said
I want to fight an exhibition.
No exhibition. It's either real fight or not.
There have also been various reports about financial matters related to Floyd Mayweather, including claims of legal disputes. However, These are separate issues and not directly confirmed as part of the fight situation.
Like they're like, oh, this is like one of the OG jeweler guys. This is like who everyone else gets their stuff from. And he told me, and I'm not going to say who it is, but he's like, Mayweather's broke. I said, no. He's like, no, really. Mayweather's broke. Now, I don't know if it's true.
Right.
This is what this guy told me. I'm like, how could he be broke? He's like, yo, he spends like crazy.
Yeah.
Additional reports mention other financial disagreements, such as property-related issues. These claims are still being discussed publicly, and no official conclusions have been announced.
And I also know for a fact that Floyd is operating at a deficit right now. He is not making money, he is spending money or losing money. It's not going well for Floyd Mayweather's fight.
The main concern now is whether the fight will move forward as originally planned. If there are contract disagreements, it could lead to legal action or delays. Reports suggest that advance payments and agreements may play an important role in how this situation is resolved.
A multi-billion-dollar company officially announced that this would be a real fight at the Sphere. So earlier this morning, I spoke to Chaz Mather, who is the CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, and he said it is absolutely a real fight. There's a signed contract. Mayweather signed it. It's in there. That it's a real fight that'll count on their records, and it's going to be at the Sphere. So I'm not sure what Floyd is talking about. I don't know if Floyd got bad advice, but he's contracted, so it would be a breach if not. I don't see him turning down a major.
There is also discussion about deadlines related to the agreement and the preparation timeline for the event. Large venues and productions require significant planning, so any delay can affect the entire schedule. Some reports also suggest that other planned events involving Floyd could...
that fans will watch for sure is you and Mike Tyson. How's training going, Floyd? Talk to me all about this as you get ready to get back in that boxing ring once again.
Well, not really training right now.
Not yet.
Mayweather Pacquiao potentially falling apart. I mean, I have to say this, Mayweather. Come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O. Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost. Your own father.
Floyd Mayweather, I think he just knows that. I think he preferred it to be an exhibition, and that just doesn't look good. That doesn't look like a guy who's going to be totally prepared and who's going to be mentally there, spiritually there.